So, hi people, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, my podcast channel, VRINDA SPEAKS. And today, the third episode, I'm going to be talking about switchwords. As suggested by many of you that this is what you would like to hear more, and somehow even I felt that I've been giving so many energy tuners and all, and there are so many new people on board. So if I have a podcast where I'm explaining how to apply the switchwords, it can be a very big contribution. So hence I'm recording this. I won't be really teaching switchwords in this podcast. I'll be just telling you how to apply switchwords. If you're very keen on learning, if you really connect with them, I do have workshops on switchwords. I do teach them. I do have many more ways of exploring switchwords, but this podcast is going to be more about applying it. Now, when I give the energy tuners, what you have to do with them and how you have to apply them is what I'll be talking about more. Firstly, just to give you a brief understanding of what switchwords really are, basically, they are words that have the power to shift your subconscious energy. Now, these words can quickly shift your energy from one dimension to the other, and they can actually take you into a more higher vibration. And the subconscious mind basically has no barriers, so it will make it happen for you. It's the conscious mind that creates barriers. The beauty of switchwords is that it just goes and shifts the things from your subconscious. Now, why affirmations become very difficult for logical people, and especially when I started out, I remember how difficult affirmations used to be for me. Because when I would start saying the affirmations, my logical and conscious mind would be like, where is it like that? Where are you saying all this? But with switchwords, no, what happens is you don't even know the real meanings, you don't know what they mean, you just chant them, and it kind of bypasses your conscious energy. It bypasses your conscious mind and goes ahead and just shifts the subconscious energy. That's how they contribute much more. So I have been working with a lot more modalities to empower people, and this switchwords is something which I realize is a very easy way, and lot of people who are even into a lot of logical space connect with them. And they don't require any lengthy rituals, they don't require any kind of rules, they don't require any kind of at least that's the way it's been for me. The one thing I would like to tell you guys is no, switchwords is something which doesn't belong to any one person. It's been started by one guy called Freud, and then James McGann took over, then Shunya Nirav took over. Then after Shunya Nirav passed away, Kat Miller has been working with them, and they've created a team of their own. So there are a lot of people who've played with it, and everybody has their own way of doing things with it. And there is no right and wrong. There is no right and wrong here. Everybody has their own connect. Nobody is sitting there and controlling this and saying this is how it has to be done, because it doesn't belong to any one person. I personally have read many books on it. I read the book by Shunya Nirav. I read the book by James McGann. I read many other books also. And I've also done a lot of online study, Google search. I've gone through some workshops also by different people. And I would say the entire knowing of switchwords which I'm sharing with you guys now is completely my own understanding. So I would very clearly tell you what I'm telling you here in this podcast or what I teach in my workshop is my own experience and my own knowing with switchwords. I'm not challenging anybody. I'm not saying mine is the best, mine is the easiest, or this is how it is. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying this is my knowing of switchwords, and that's what I've seen how they work for me. And that's what I'm sharing with you guys. And as I find ease in simplistic things, I play with them in a very simple way. And I see them work beautifully. There are people who are creating many new switchwords also. There are ways of muscle testing and all where you can actually create your personal switchwords also. But honestly, in the last 10-12 years, I've never had to create any switchword. I've just worked with the list that is available. And especially the few that James McGann had created are really amazing. They are the ones, they're called master switchwords also. And they work in many issues. So I would say that, the 40-50 of those switchwords, if you are just well versed with, you can start applying them to almost any and every issue. Once you start connecting to switchwords, once you start knowing what they are for, you will start having so much more fun with them, and you will see that you can apply them in so many different situations. And that's how I would recommend you guys to play with it. Now when I give you energy tuners, I generally combine it with some other solution, maybe healing codes, maybe agesta codes, maybe diffusing words, maybe back flowers also. But you can always do that combination also, because somehow personally I really connect with combination of modalities. That is how I create so many packages, because to me, when a person is looking for a solution, a combination is a beautiful thing. As long as you're shifting the energy, it doesn't matter whether switchwords are doing it or the codes are doing it or access sessions are doing it. But to give energy tuners, I generally do give switchwords combined with something or the other. But there are many times there are only switchword energy tuners also that I give. And how it works for switch words is just chant. Just chant them. Say them for 4 5 minutes. Don't get into the number, how much times, how many times, 28 times, 100 times, nothing like that. Just chant for 3 4 minutes, and that's enough to shift the energy. If it's a something which is very imperative, like you're building your immunity and which can take longer time, do it for 3 4 times a day for 3 4 minutes. And just keep chanting. Even writing helps. People have seen results by writing it on their skin also, but I would prefer chanting. I have somehow seen that chanting creates the most immediate and fast effect. When we generally put two switch words together, we call it a switch phrase. So generally, I like to have my phrase of 6 to 7 words. I try not to make it too long, unless of course it's a issue that really requires a lot more solution. But then generally, I like to keep it about 6 to 7 switch words. Even a single switch word at times can really be helpful. It totally depends on what you're working with. And what happens is, no, when you start getting to know the switch words more, you can start creating more solutions also. Like for example, now if I'm giving you a switch word for supposing for more money to come in, I'm giving you a switch word, okay, you can chant this for more money to come in, but you're not seeing any results really happen. Now, there could be some kind of a mental blockage or upbringing that you've had where you've always been told that money is very difficult to earn, and your that subconscious blockage is not getting away. It's coming in the way and it's just not letting you create money. So, I would step back and probably give you a switch word to chant your blockage removal. And then when you chant that blockage removal switch word, and after that if you add the money creating switch word, then you can see better results. So this is how a solution, when you're creating, it can contribute more. If you feel that switch words are not working for you, sometimes it could be your own blockage also. And at times, what happens is, supposedly you're asking for something which is not even a part of your life plan. You as a soul have chosen something which is not a part of your life plan. For example, you have chosen as a soul never to have children or never to get married. But then, when you're in this reality, in this human form, you don't remember the choices your soul has made. You don't remember any of those. And you keep continuously chanting switch words for having a baby or for getting married, and it's not working for you. So sometimes either you have to like step back and go and look at something more, that why that soul made that choice, and what made you choose that, or you have to just understand that how much ever switch words you chant, that thing will not show up because it's not a part of your soul plan. But supposing your soul plan has that of getting married, having kids, and it's not happening due to some blockage, maybe some medical issues, maybe some, like some kind of a mental blockage, some kind of judgments that have come your way, or whatever preconceived notions that you formed, and those things are blocking your next step, then when you apply the switch words, that path will open up for you. And the thing is, even if it's not in your soul plan, and if you're going feeling miserable about things not happening, switch words also have the capability of shifting your energy to a lot more acceptance and allowance. There are so many switch words and divine healing codes and Augusta codes available, especially for these things also, where you can become a much more self-actualized person, a more powerful personality, where you can start understanding yourself better. So, all these things, when applied and used, it can start to create so much ease for you. So, I really would call upon all of you to apply switch words to your daily life issues. Why I give you these energy tuners is start applying them. You're not connecting to a friend for a long time, you've not met someone, you really would like to apply that switch word that I've given on YouTube. You are stressed about your health or something, apply the immunity thing, write the codes, chant the thing, but do it. The only thing I would ask you guys is have that commitment. Now, like the switchword audio that I've added on YouTube, where that money flow with ease, I've had such beautiful, feedbacks from that. People have seen miracles happen by just playing that regularly. But yeah, the commitment, playing it regularly, and when you're playing it, at times, just subconsciously it gets into your mind, and you also start chanting it. So that's a beautiful audio we've created with a combination of mantra and switch words, and just that energy of money flow has been created for that audio. At least commit to just play that, right? So whatever I'm giving, if you do it regularly, you'll definitely see the change. So what I'm doing today. No, I'm just giving you three switch words you can apply in many various things in your life, and then start to see if you can see some results with that. So the first one that you can play with is reach. Now, reach is something which James McGann had devised, and it is to achieve any aim or target or fulfill anything, or reach something that you're looking to reach. So it could be finding something if you've lost it. It could be connecting to somebody that is not available. It could be reaching a specific goal that you would like to. It kind of helps to fulfill your goals and your new ideas that are coming up. It kind of also provides you a lot more insights. It can add more thoughts to you. So just have that intention in mind, whatever you would like to reach for, and just start chanting reach every night before you sleep, and chant reach every day you wake up. Do that for a week or so, about for something which you can immediately know whether it's working for you or not. Even reach can be totally applied when you're finding something, when you're looking for something, supposing a document or a paper or a book or something, and you're not able to find it. Start chanting reach for a few minutes, and then you see how that thing just magically appears in front of you. I mean, reach is something I have seen so much fun, I have seen so much result with. I've really had fun with reach, so go ahead and play with that. The next switch word which I would like to give you guys is adjust. So, adjust is something very interesting. You can apply to any kind of an uncomfortable situation. Now, supposing you've gone for a puja or something, and you're sitting on the floor, you're getting very tired, just start chanting adjust. If you are in any kind of a situation which is not a very easy situation, you're around people who make you uncomfortable, chant adjust for a few minutes. If you're having pain somewhere and you're not being able to take that pain, chant adjust. So any relationship or any health issue or anything which is making you uncomfortable, if a new employee joins you and he's not being able to gel in with you, maybe a house help or a office employee, just chant adjust and see how that shifts the energy. Adjust is amazing to shift the energy for reconciling with the situation. And the third switch word I'll give you to play with is crisp. Crisp is something which you can use for, when you're feeling very fatigued or tired, or when you wake up in the morning and you're very sluggish and sleepy. So whenever you're low on energy, when you're feeling very drained and you want to feel, refreshed and rejuvenated, or you want to brighten up yourself, just chant crisp and see the magic. See how when you're going for a walk and you're feeling very lethargic or something, and if you just chant crisp for a few minutes, and then it will just make you feel more refreshed. Now, when you're chanting crisp and along with that you do the thymus thump that I had shared in the broadcast a few days back, just do the thymus thump and with crisp. Wow, that's like really super. It really will boost your energy even more. So, these are the kind of things you can start applying. Now, with all these things, there can be additional things also that can be done. But I'll come to all that, when I give you energy tuners or when we are doing some kind of a solution thing. But to understand and play with switch words, use these three, apply these three in your daily things, maybe use them for 2-3 weeks, and different situations. Whenever you're trying to find something, whenever you're in an uncomfortable space, whenever you want to feel more rejuvenated and refreshed, apply these three, play with them and see how you connect with them. Once again, there is no hard and fast rule of using them. Just chant for a few minutes is all I recommend. Writing on your skin with blue pen also does work, but chanting is beautiful. You can chant while walking, while cooking, in a shower, while traveling, whenever you want. There is nothing like you have to sit in a room and chant. It can be a mental chant, it can be a verbal chant, it can be loud, it can be just, very softly. Doesn't matter. It works. Also, another thing which I would like to tell you guys is I've been guided to create a 7 day contribution for people that, I'm starting next week, in which, it's just a 7 hour, 7 day thing that I have been guided for, in which I'll be giving you guys solutions to any and every issue based of switch words and codes. So it's a very, very, very nominal fee that I have kept for it. Energy exchange is only rupees 700, and it's 7 days, 7 hours. You can ask any number of questions, any issues. Why this has been guided to me for you guys is my angels told me that things have been a little difficult for people in the last 1.5 years. People have gone through a lot of challenges. So maybe this can actually be a contribution to you guys. You guys can play with it, and you can ask for your whatever is bothering you, and then I'll give you the solution. You can write it down, you can save it with yourself and apply it as and when, whatever keeps coming up. The only requisite for this to join this is you have to ask your questions in the group. No sending me personal messages. Anything and everything you'll have to ask in the group, and it's going to be 7 hours for 7 days. So just ask between that allocated 7 hours, and I'll give you the answers for that. How you want to go about it, how you want to play with it is totally your call. There is nothing else attached to it. There is no prerequisite, there is no post requisite, there is nothing else demanded of you that you have to do the workshop later on or something. No, this is just as a contribution for people. If you can write down all your questions and ask them one after the other in those 7 days, absolutely okay by me. I'm not going to be sitting and rationing the number of questions for anybody. And whatever is bothering you, you can definitely ask, and I'll give you the answer in that 7 hours, 7 days. So yes, this option is coming up. If it appeals to you, if it attracts you, please do join in. And anything else that you would like to hear on this podcast, anything else you would like to hear from me, know from me, please ask in the comment section. Anything more which is not clear about switch words or codes, if you want to know, you can ask in the comment section. You can send me a personal message on WhatsApp. My number is 900 4900 777, and I'm based in Mumbai, India. And anything you would like to ask regarding switch words which is not clear, please feel free to send me a message, or you can write in the comment section. Do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon. Whenever anything new gets uploaded, you'll get notified. There are some interesting things I'm going to be talking about in the coming weeks. Back flowers is next on my list, and then of course for tarot and angel also I want to talk about that, because there are so many myths attached to that. I would like to clarify some things on that. So there are different topics that people have asked for, and I've also been guided for. And anything else you can think of you would like me to talk about, feel free, ping me, and let's see what else is possible, what more we can create here. Bye for now. Take care. All the best.